Thank you. The question is that motion 16531 in the name of Shona Robertson on Scottish Income Tax Rate Resolution 2025 to 26 be agreed, and members should cast their votes now. The vote is closed. I call Tess White for a point of order.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I would have voted no.
Thank you, Ms White. We'll ensure that's recorded. I call Edward Mountain for a point of order.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I couldn't get my device to connect. I would have voted no.
Thank you, Mr Mountain. We will ensure that that is recorded. I call Keith Brown for a point of order.
I couldn't connect. I would have voted yes.
Thank you, Mr Brown. We will ensure that that is recorded. I call Finlay Carson for a point of order.
Presiding Officer, I was unable to vote. I would have voted no.
Thank you, Mr Carson. We will ensure that that is recorded. I call Pam Gossel for a point of order.
Sorry. Point of order, sorry. Sorry, Presiding Officer. I was going to vote no, and I was trying to put it through. And I was running in as well, and I was voting a no. Sorry.
Ms Gossel, in this instance, I will accept your point of order and we will record your vote, but I would ask all members to ensure that they are somewhere where they can vote. This will not happen again. Thank you. Point of order, Daniel Johnson.
I'm very grateful, Presiding Officer, and while I don't ask for an answer now, I think what has just happened sets a precedent that I think raises a great number of questions across the chamber. I would politely observe that I don't think any member can be in two places at once, and while taking part virtually, you do need to be present at your terminal, and I would just ask whether all members were in that position when the vote took place. I think some consideration should take place on what has just occurred.
Mr Johnson, I think, fortunately, this is an extremely rare occurrence. I'd like to think that I've made it quite clear that this will not set a precedent. Never again will this happen. We who sit in this chamber have a great privilege in that we are able to represent our constituents and vote on their behalf. And I'm always keen that every member has the opportunity to exercise that right. In this instance, I will accept Ms Gossel's vote, but this will not happen again. Thank you, Mr Johnson. The result of the vote on motion 16531 in the name of Shona Robertson is yes 86, no 27. There were no abstentions. The motion is therefore agreed. A momentary pause before we move on to the next item of business.